情けは無用です。以上です、先生。
So this story happens on a normal day, chillful day, hot freaking day, hot day, okay? And we were just chilling. I just one day just went to the kitchen of my aunt's house and I'm just cleaning my dish or something. Okay, I don't know what I was doing there, probably looking, and I look outside. There is a homeless lady. And Claire, before we talk about the homeless lady, I'm gonna describe you what this house looks like, okay?
Eventually,
There's this parking space, and from the parking space, there's a gate, a metal gate to keep from homies coming inside. And yes, we call these hobos homies, okay? And so that gate prevents any homies coming in and and keep them out. And they go straight to the street driveway. And so what happens, there's this dumpster on the sidewalk, which is just one of those big dumpsters where you just dump your trash in, and it's kind of there. But this dumpster has a lock, like, yes, a literal padlock. You have to literally open it with a key and throw your trash in and relock it, because homies are gonna dig through your damn trash. And so this is what this story is about.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And yes, it was locked. And so I look, and nobody decides to say a thing. I'm like, okay, no one's gonna say anything. I'm like, and then I say, hey! I guess she looked, because of course I said something. I'm like, what are you doing? I don't know what she said, or she said anything at all. And so we just there, and I'm just like, okay, I was looking at my cousins, my aunts. They were like kind of like seeing this like every day now. And of course, me coming from Wisconsin, you would really never see this in a small town, like, ever. Like, if you would see a homeless person in Wisconsin, you'd be like, what? Well, maybe down in Milwaukee you probably find some, but if you are in a small town, you'd be like, homeless people? When there are people homeless? Like, you wouldn't really think that, do you? And so what happened is that I was talking to my cousins, and they're like, okay, so someone's got to shoo her away so she doesn't dig through the trash. And so what happens is that I go out, okay, me going out again, go out and confront her, and by the time when I was coming out, she was already walking away, okay? And I looked very confused. I was very confused, actually. And I turned around. I look up. Of course, there's residents there. I look at them. They're like they shrugged at me like they didn't know what was happening. And so we went back. I went back inside. Thought that was good of it. Until I think one of our cousins spotted out. Like, I think she's back. And I look. I'm like, okay, she's digging through the trash. And so one of my cousins, he decides to say, he's like, if she doesn't leave, I'm gonna beat her up, or I'm gonna literally fight her or something. Like, he says that, and I'm like, okay, you're bluffing. Clearly, you're bluffing. He's like, yeah, I will. If in 5 minutes, I will literally go up in her. Pause. I will literally go to her and fight her. And 5 minutes pass by. He's like, nah, if she doesn't go in the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna go fight her. And another 10 minutes go by. It's like, yeah, another 10 minutes. But by the time that 10 minutes is up, she's already gone. And he was like, well, if he was like, if she was there still, I would have clearly went out. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. He wasn't planning to go out at all. He was gonna sit there, okay? I know nobody had the guts to go up to a homie and literally yell at them, okay, and beat them up. And of course, you can't be beating them up. I don't think that's what he said, but that's how I remembered it. And I talked to him now, and he denies it, okay?